So I'm sure that you are all aware of Undertale and Doki Doki Literature Club, right? So of course for Undertale, big 2D game and had that sort of text effect where it goes from left to the right and the text sort of animates. The same goes for Doki Doki Literature Club. Wait, actually, does it? Well, all I know is that Undertale has a sort of animated text effect that you see when going through the dialogue. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that in the Godot engine. So we have a scene here, and I'm currently in the 2D view, but if I just play this scene right now, never mind. Okay, so now we are in there. So I had to remove a bit of code that I didn't really need at the moment. But here we just have like a simple 3D scene and got a character looking around and stuff like that, so that's all good. So how the hell do we get a sort of text animating effect? Now, I do actually have a scene already created. I don't really want to write it all out because it would take far too long, but I already have a scene already made with the script already attached to it, and the scene that I made is actually called Typewriter Text.tscn. I'm not entirely sure what tscn means. I think it's like well, I know that scn means scene. I don't know what T means, so anyway, let's go ahead and put this into the scene. So I'm going to put it underneath control. You don't really have to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let's put it underneath control. And why did it not go underneath control? Like, you had one job. Anyway, let's go ahead and put it under control where it's meant to be. Again, you don't have to do this, but I'm doing this. So, because it's called a label. That's what I called it anyway. That's what it comes as, you know. You add the label in and it's called label, so So if we go to this if we go to the script, we have all of this. Now, all you really need to do is just copy it down and try to understand everything that's going on here, but if you need some help, then I can help you out. So, first of all, we've got this export variable called text display, which is the label, and it's literally just the label. And yeah, it pops up over here, text display, and you just send the label into that box. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you something. So let's just clear it and clear that as well. Yeah, so obviously it would show up like that when you create your export variable. So then all you have to do is either, let's go into the scene first. So let's click on this video icon. I'm just going to call it a video icon. I don't know what else to call it. Let's open the video icon and open an editor. So it opens up the typewriter text scene, which is nice. And I like how it sort of just, it's fine. So let's just clear this once again. And because we have now cleared it and it says assign, you could either just drag into there, or you can click on assign and there's only one thing there. Well, actually, technically there should be two things there. Actually, wait. So will it be okay now? Show all. Oh, that's weird. No, actually, no. Oh, you know what? I know why now. I know why. I just realised why. So, because we are looking for the label, it's only going to show up as label because there's only label there. The sort of object type is label, nothing else. So, of course, it's going to just show up like that. So, put that in there. And then with the timer, assign that. And, of course, timer, because there's only one timer. If there was multiple timers, then it would show us multiple timers. So there we go. So save that now. So back in this script, we have export variable timer. We've already just dealt with that. And we've also got variable full text string. So this full text is going to be what you set as whatever text you want to insert into that full text. The variable character position, this is like the most important part. Variable animating bool, that's semi-important-ish. But now, let's go over to this function timeout. So how do we create timeout? To create the timeout, all you need to do is go over to timer, node, and then, I mean, it's already there, but you would have to double click on timeout and then connect it up to wherever the script is sourced from, and just rename this to timeout. But I'm not going to do that because I've already done it, so there we go. So that is your timeout signal function. Well, I mean, it says function, but it's technically a signal. So there's your signal timeout. And in here, what it's doing is, let's go ahead and actually look at the timer first of all. So here in the timer we have, we don't need to worry about process callback, but wait time is 0.05 seconds. That's a little fast, because I think if you go any lower than 0.05, Godot will tell you you're doing something wrong. Don't do that. So keep it somewhere above 0.04. That's all I would really say. And you don't need to have it as one shot, because one shot just means it will just, happen only once. And auto start, depending on what you're trying to do, you can have it on auto start, but for this very example, you don't need it on auto start. So on the timeout, once 0.05 seconds is completed, you can actually set your label, the text that displays on the screen, to the full text. But we haven't actually put any text in it just yet, so we don't need to worry about that for now. But we have character position +1 right here, plus equals 1. What this is that it's your character position right here, and we are sort of blending the character position with the full text that's going into the text display.txt. So, okay, if you're a bit confused here, I'll try to explain. So let's just think of, say, the text "Hello World." It's probably on my face somewhere. I've no idea, but text "Hello World" has 11 characters in it. Hello space world. Yes, we're including the space, by the way. So Hello World has a total of 11 characters in that full string, right? So what's happening here is that we are using an integer called character position to add up the amount of characters in the text. So what's happening here is that we are making the label, the label text, into the full text, but we're also using this method called substring. And because we are always adding 1 to the character position inside of the string, we are making the letters appear with the character position. And what the substring means is that, it's going from 0 to the length of the character, or where the character position is. So let's say, for example, your character position is 11, you're going to be at the very, very end of the hello world string. If character position is equal to full text.length, which basically means because the full text.length, the full length of the text is 11 characters, hello world, when the character position is equal to 11, it will stop the timer, and it will make sure that animating is equal to false. So that is all well and good with this timeout, with this text, but to actually set it going in the first place, we need to do set text as a function. and this function is a parameter called new text, which is actually a string. And what this is doing is when you call this function from any script, and I mean any script, well, okay, maybe not any script, but almost any script. When you call this function, all you have to do is just type in whatever you like, and that text that you put in will be inserted into full text, because full text is equal to new text, and the character position will always be 0, because when you're setting your text, you want the text to reset to then start animating, right? And then you set animating to true. Technically, you don't need animating is equal to true. You don't need that, but in the programming world, when you want to make sure everything is working properly and correctly, then it's good practice to have something like this in so that it doesn't mess anything up, And we've also got timer.start here. So, once you've set your text, it will set the full text to your new text. It will set character position to 0 to reset it, and animating is equal to true, and then the timer then starts, which is great. And we've also got this thing called skip text. What that does is it will make sure that the label you can just skip the animating. That's all it does, and it will set the label to the full text itself. It will reset the character position, and it will make sure animating is equal to false and stop the timer. So that is good. And with the skip text, you can just, use whatever key that you want, and then if animating is equal to true, so if the text animation is playing and you press the whatever button you like, you then skip the text. Simple as that. So now we should at least watch it play in real time, right? So let's just save it like that, and let's go ahead and play. Now, is down there. What? I am not entirely sure why it's up there when it technically wait, if I move over here, okay, so then move it back down here. What? Okay, that does not make any sense, but obviously we've got placeholder text here, which is nice. But if we if I press my left click, which is what I've actually, hold on just a moment. So I've actually set up another script in this level because we was focusing on the typewriter text scene, which is literally just the label. We're in our main scene now, and I've set this so that if I press the left click, then I will get the typewriter text. First of all, I've also exported the variable here, and I also need to assign it. So label, there we go, save that. So now, when I press my left click, I will access the typewriter text script, and then I will set the text to, you know what, I'm going to set it to hello world, just to give you guys an idea of what I'm even talking about. So let's go ahead and play the scene. So obviously the placeholder text is right there. So now if I press left click, it animates just like that. And also, if I decrease the timer, let's put it to about 2 seconds. You shouldn't really do this. Well, actually, it depends on what you're doing for your game, at least. But it's a bit long. But if I press it now, it's not doing anything. What the hell? Okay, everybody. So I technically have figured out the problem, but at the same time I haven't. So for some reason, if I put in like 1 second, it doesn't do anything to it basically messes up the animating. I'm not entirely sure why, but if you put it to 0.1, then the animating is just fine. Again, I'm not entirely sure why it's like that, but at least you now know that it needs to be below 1 second. Apparently. But the reason why I'm changing the timer is so I can show you this. So if I click again, so I just clicked and then I pressed E because that's my interact key. Your interact key could be different, but that's my interact key. So yeah, I just set the animating and then press E to skip it, and it skips it. Now, because it is all in one object, you can just do this. You can do await get tree dot create timer 1 second timeout, and then you can do another set text to I have no idea what to put in here. And then let's just open this back up, and then left click, and then I mean, technically, you should really make sure it waits until the timer is done. But that's fine. So you need, to be fair, if you want to do it in like a cutscene, then obviously you would have to like time it yourself to make sure it's perfect for you. But that is how you do animating text. Now, to be fair, there is another way to do it. I just showed you the best and recommended way, but there is technically another way you can animate your text in Godot. So I now have re-put in a label, but there is no script on it at the moment. So let's just go ahead and put a script on it. Let's just call this animating text, because it's not like the official way of doing it. That's why I'm just putting animating text, not typewriter effects. So animating text, actually, I should really not put a space in there. So animating text. So now, let's go ahead and do function. Should we do function? Yeah, function, animate text. Oh, wait, don't put space. So animate text, let's put in text and string, and now you can do var animate tween is equal to create tween, and in this tween you can do tween property and put the label in there. Oh yeah, because it's itself. So actually, you can just put in self, right? Yeah. Never mind. Okay, so now what you want to do is the property name, which is visible ratio. Then you put in 1, and then you put in, I don't know, 2 or something. And then let's go ahead and go into the process and type in if input.isAction, just press interact, do animate text, hello world. I'm going to put a bunch of, actually no, I'm just going to put in only 1D. There we go. So now, if we just play this, it should do it, right? So E. Oh wait. I need to actually make sure that the label, which is basically itself, so I don't actually need to do that. I can just do visible ratio is equal to 0. There we go. So now should be able to do it now, right? Yeah, so it does animate, it can animate like that. You can do it like that. And it's slowing down. This is because I kept on pressing E, so it doesn't reset itself. But you can do it like that. You shouldn't do. Because the longer the text, the more you have to readjust the timing. Because what this is doing is it's going from the first letter to the last letter in whatever time you gave it. So it's not like the timer where you can sort of readjust the timer and it will still play perfectly fine. With this one, you have to readjust the timer each and every single time. I mean, you can do that with a timer, of course, as well. But all I'm saying is that you can do it the tweening way. The tweening way. You can do it this way, but I would recommend you do it the other way. Another reason why I recommend you to do it the other way is because you have a bit more control over your text animating. Because if I show you something, since we're back in the Typewriter Text scene, let's go ahead and actually add an audio source, audio stream player. Let's just call this, I don't know, type sound. Doesn't really matter. And I've actually made a sound myself by using a program called BFXR. I'm pretty sure it's free, but it's really, really nice. So let's just put this in there. And we've got that sound now, so that's great. And now, every single time the timer is finished and the characters get displayed on the screen, you can just drag the type sound in and then do .play. Save that, go back to your scene, and let's try this out. So, I don't know why it's back up there again, it's a bit weird, but if we press left click again, never mind, it's because I had to reassign the label to my variable, because you have to do that each and every single time. It's not like automatic, you have to do that each and every single time. It's a little bit of a bummer, but you get over it. So, now let's just press left click. It's doing the other one. Why? You know what? I'm just going to comment all of this out just so it doesn't get played. You'd think that if you make something invisible in the hierarchy that it would disable the script, right? But no, of course it doesn't, because why would it ever do something like that, eh? Anyway, now let's just try it. Why aren't you doing a thing? Okay, everyone, it turns out I commented out the script on the wrong script, so that's why it wasn't doing anything. So now, yeah. I have no idea. Also, wait. Oh, so it was doing it. I completely forgot what I was even... I completely forgot about this. So wait, if I put in 2 now in our create timer... Yeah, so there you go. And of course, if you make the timer very, very quick, so let's just put in back to point 0.05 seconds. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's very, very quick. I mean, if you want to do that, then that's how you do it. But yeah, now there is a add-on in Godot called Dialogic where you can do these and the logic is already there. You can do it like that, but if you don't want to have Dialogic to learn all of that, then this is how you do the typewriter text. So you're very welcome, everybody.